Fish I am. How's everybody doing out there? We're shooting today with the two cameras, the Xtra Muse and the Xtra Atto, for the second half or the mix of the video. I put the camera to the side with the gimbal giving me just that part of the screen, and I gotta hold my hand pretty far out. I'm not that interested in a wide angle lens for this for the reasons of it won't close. I'm afraid I may lose it and just keep it off more than on when I'm doing certain things. And I got to deal with it, just me. Instead of holding the camera like this, you can hold it out like so, give it a little bit more ergonomic grip, and maybe put it on a tripod that extends a little if you really want to get that wide angle shot. That's all you're going to get out of it, another foot, the most. That's how I see it, just me, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. So a video, it was so short, it was like this, and I'll say it the best I can, as quickly as I can. You got an action camera, you got a 360 camera, you got a skinny camera, you got a smartphone, and you got your bulky. So basically the person was telling you, you have a smartphone to shoot with, you have your main DSLR to shoot with, you have your action camera like a GoPro or an Osmo action camera or an Insta360, and you got your Pocket 3, and you got your 360-degree camera. But, you know, where's the sixth one? The POV style, the Nano, and the Atto. If you want to get into the cameras and have the most fun, these are the three cameras you'll want to get. A 360-degree camera, a POV style camera, and you got it, a gimbal type camera. The Xtra Muse will do it all, everything for you. The Xtra Atto will allow you to be on the go as your action camera, POV camera, stick it anywhere camera, and your 360-degree camera will be able to get everything around you without worrying about where the camera's placed. And those are the three main cameras, and reasons why, the Xtra, that is. I'm not here trying to sell you. I'm here talking to you out loud what I think about Xtra. Xtra is an established company in Delaware, US of A. And they are, yeah, you can kind of say a spin-off, a rebrand, separated from, open up a new market, a new region, and finally called the company Xtra. You want to say they're DJI? Be my guest. Compare it to your DJI and take a look how it's just a little bit switched up. And that has been going on for so many years. What difference does it make when you can get an excellent price lower than the price that DJI is offering? Let's talk about the Atto and its price compared to the Nano. Yes, indeed. The Nano was $269, $299, $299, $329. And that was for the 64 and 128 gig. Where can you get it in the US of A? Off of Amazon. And how much is it today? We'll take a look. And I remember it went up to over $400. Could it be $449 for a 128 gig? I'm not sure, but let's go check. Is that legible because of the brightness? Let me lower it down for you. How's that? Do you see the price of that? Oh yeah, man, it's $409 for the 128 gig. And that's what we want to talk about. Today, you go on the platform while streaming, 199, 128 gig, you get it all. Oh yeah, not kidding you. And that's what this camera costs, 128 gig only. But yeah, don't have what you call a removable lens, and you cannot stick a lens protector on that is square. It must be round because the corners, they're rounded off just a little, and the interface just a little different. And when going into the playback and deleting, it's not the same as the other, but it's got the oldest style interface. Don't let it bother you. You still can stick on an Action 5 Pro, Action 4 ND filter, slip them over the square lens. You could drill holes on the side and put a rubber band. There's a lot you can do to get those ND filters on. I, the fish, don't use ND filters. I have no reason for it. I'm happy just using the camera as is for a number of reasons. Oh man, the 802 is coming out next month, let's say. And all those filters may not fit because they change things around. And that's the reason why I don't just go buy everything that things are out for. You know what I mean. I can't get into my spot. They must be painting the park benches again. Put a paint sign on. I'm just saying, people, I'm just saying, what if they come out with the next generation camera? If it's a Muse, if it's an Atto, if it's a Xtra, if it's an Action 5 Pro, if it's an Edge, I meant to say Edge Pro because they don't call it the Action 5 Pro. My bad, my bad, my bad. I shot all this video from here to all the way in the back in low light mode. And I'm on Pro with the DJI Mic 2. 4K, 30 or 60. I'm not 100% sure. And I don't know if I have anything else on there. I know I keep the texture down to -2, video noise reduction to 0 now. I may drop it down to -1, the sharpness. That's what they call texture today. And yeah, auto white balance is always auto. And I can't adjust the shutter speed because that's only on action cameras, not on the gimbal, unless I'm doing something wrong and not going into manual. On auto exposure, that's what you get. ISO minimum, you could go as 50 all the way up to what, 6,400, 12,800, something like that. I always keep it on to the minimum and maximum. That's me, the fish. All right, I did a round or two. Time to go do some highlight, and I change over to video mode. And in video mode, what we can do is we could put on subject tracking or face tracking, that's called. They got a thing that is for your glamour effect. I don't use it. And if they have an endurance mode, I don't use that either. I set my camera up the way the fish wants to set it up. Yeah, the Xtra Muse, I had it for a while. Doing a great job taking care of the beeswax that I do. And I'm very happy and pleased. I'm looking for Ulanzi NT79. And that is a pop-up selfie stick that you could expand. They make an AT5 with a ring that you basically can twist, lift, or lower. Same thing. I like that better than having the pool type, because the ones I got is a light stand. It's got the clip that you open and close. And I don't want to push down a selfie stick that's got a nice wide open leg system like these here. Because if you push down, what's going to happen is you're going to break those legs. You're going to force them to do a split. We don't want to see a tri-split or a quad split on the tripod stand, do we? Not me. So I've been constantly looking and thinking about getting a portable one again. And there is a company out there called Leica LG51. I know the name of it. I got it in my browser, and I'm going to look at it again. But the thing I don't want is I don't want those ARC connections, because you got to constantly buy them for other cameras. I just want it where I put the quick connect mount on and there's a solid 1/4 20 thread to screw. I don't want to have it separated. I don't want a phone one. I don't want a quick connect on it only from the camera company if it's Insta DJI Extra. That's what I want. So it's a choice I want to make, and I want it to be portable. Put it on the bike and just get on out there, and I could snap on the thing and have it set up. Or when I go out to do, like I did a pair of sandals in the beach, I didn't want to take that light stand tripod. I wanted to take something that's similar to it, where I could have just opened it up. And I may just go for that $25 one. I watched an excellent review, and he opened it up to 7 feet, and he said it will shake and wobble, it will flex. And the thing is, I have a selfie stick that's made of metal that don't flex. I wish I had that type of base, and maybe I could get those two pieces and swap it out and make it work like so. But I'd be like pulling it open. Some of them are tough, some of them are not. All right, I did a comparison. I'm just talking, and you could decide. When I was standing over there, I'm standing here, and I know talking over here, my voice is not loud enough for the camera, and I'm not switching the mic over. I dedicated the DJI Mic 2 to this particular camera, the Xtra Muse. And the Xtra Muse does get warm, and they got ridges to prevent the heat from hitting the hand, but it does stay warm. It's a nice hand warmer right now, and I'm sticking mine in the pocket, like so, out of the way. And yeah, and we're going to continue on with the Xtra Atto and go have some fun, shooting some vids, and finishing off the vlog. Auto low light. Oh man, you don't have to switch to low light and force it on like the Nano. And you could raise up your ISO some to make the scene brighter. You could do just about everything in the Pro that you could do in the Nano. Nothing wrong with that at all. The only thing you cannot do in the modes, like I said, is going into low light. It would have been nice if we had that switch, but you know what? It's pretty good the way it is, because I just went from low to lights under. And did you see the difference in the camera just doing its job? Some people may not love the low light of the Atto. Some people may not love the low light of the Nano. And some people may just say, oh, the DJI Action 6 is the best low light camera around. Well, you know what the best camera around is? The ones in your pocket. Yes, indeed. And if you don't have anything on you, and not going to even see this video or film, you're going to miss the action shots for sure. So yeah, the Xtra Atto, the Xtra Muse, it's with me, and they're the best cameras I got. I don't love my iPhone, and that's for sure. On the go, wherever you go, you got a camera in hand, the Xtra Atto, separate it, put it on a pole, put it anywhere that's metal that allows the magnets to stick. They ain't gonna stick on that fence because it's not the metal for the magnet. I, at the moment, have the vision dock facing away from me and the lens facing me, and I don't see what the camera's seeing, and I don't care where the camera's pointing, and I'm holding it out like so, and I'm able to capture the moment because I'm holding it with the lens looking at me. I can look at the lens and make sure I'm in there. The Muse, you have to make sure you look at the frame that you're in there, because the actual lens could be pointing anywhere, but the frame is pointing towards you. 30%, you hold the camera like this and you can capture everything in the shot. So when you're going past those skyscrapers in the city and using a camera as a dash cam, tilt it up some. You still get everything in front of you. Ah man, I see a sunrise happening, and it's early. It's getting there. I could turn the camera around for you and you could see that sun just getting peachy. We don't see the sun actually, but you see the sky. It's got its colors. Well, fish I am. I gotta go meet up with Joe. I don't think Joe's gonna be meeting up with us today because Joe broke down. And we gotta, another Kusanot, man. Why do they have a light that constantly stays on that lights up the whole room at nighttime? I just don't get them. So yeah, Braun, We'll see you soon. We'll see you tonight. And that should be probably one of the better machines that we're getting. If you got a coffee maker that you like that fits underneath the counter comfortably, let me know. Maybe you got one so I can review. Get on with the fish. The fish will get that review going. I'm about vlogs. I'm about walking, talking, biking, and reviewing. That's what my channel's about. All about how to in the style I do. On that note, I'll catch you on the next one. Fish. See ya.